Okay, good morning. I have never done this before. I'm going to show you what I'm eating in a day today on Weight Watchers for 30 points. It might flex a little bit with the points, but we had a major thunderstorm yesterday or last night, and it was 4th of July, so there was lots of fireworks. I'm super tired today, so I'm kind of heading that off, and I will just show you what I'm having right now. Okay, so it's not super appetizing looking, but I'm having 2 over easy eggs, 2 pieces of this Alvarado Street sprouted rye bread. This is my favorite brand of sprouted bread. A lot of people do Ezekiel. So it's 2 points per toast. And then I have about 1 point of avocado. You can kind of see it under there. And I put pepper and rosemary on it. I'm going to have a kombucha on the way and during work, which is 2 points. So my actual dinner or meal is 9 points, plus that is 11, which is quite high. I know a lot of people like to keep it really low points in the morning. But because I'm so tired today, I just want to fill my body with food so that I don't feel like really low in energy later and want to like snack later. So I will have a snack in a few hours and I will show that next, but this is what works for me. All right. So I go between 2 job sites and I don't have like a proper like lunch break at all, because then I go home at 12:45 or I get home around 1 or so, and but in order for me to not be ravenous, because I ate breakfast this morning about 6:20, I don't think I specified that. I have a little snack. It is right now like 9:15, so I'm going to show you my little snack right now. So it looks super unappetizing, but this is just plain Chobani. It's fat-free just because I like the flavor of this one the best. I don't usually do fat-free stuff. There's cinnamon in it, which is why it looks kind of gross. And then I have maybe like a 1/4 cup of blueberries. They're organic. And I just pack it in this little, I have like one of those like refrigerator packs, the freezer packs over to the side. And I'm just going to eat this quickly in my car before I go into my next job site. Okay, so it's lunchtime now. I'm really hungry. It's about 1:30. And I'm having a turkey burger on organic arugula. And actually the turkey isn't organic, which is what I usually prefer, but I found these at Target. They're Simply Balanced, just natural turkey burgers. And the ingredients are just turkey and rosemary extract, so it's really like, they're pretty clean, especially for a processed food. So I put that on organic arugula, and I put 1 slice of like a dill pickle on it. I put some of this Sonoma Brinery raw sauerkraut, which I love. Put that on top. Put some ketchup and mustard. The ketchup is 1 point. Turkey burger is only 3 points. I should have specified that. Everything else is 0 points. And then I have a russet potato. It's this Wild Harvest organic russet potatoes. There is a barcode, and so I scanned that, and it comes up as only 3 points, which is pretty great. And they're really like, this one is a decent sized one, but the other ones are pretty, like, if you see this, it's pretty like, it's like a good sized potato, but it's not giant. And then on top of that, I just put about a tablespoon of the non-fat Chobani yogurt because it tastes like sour cream, and that's what I like. And then I put pepper and a tiny bit of seasoned salt, and I'm gonna eat this. I'm so hungry. This meal is so good for keeping you really full. It's pretty well balanced. I feel good about it. And then I'm also going to just have my multivitamin. I take one with iron in it. It makes me kind of nauseous. So if I take it with a bigger meal after I've been eating a little bit throughout the day, I don't feel sick ever. So yeah. And I forgot to mention that this lunch that I'm going to eat puts me at 19 points so far. I have 11 points left for dinner and probably a snack, but like maybe. That doesn't always happen, I guess. I forgot to mention this, but I don't like to save points for late night. Like, I don't want to save a lot of points for late night for like alcohol, desserts, whatever. I don't do that because I don't really like the routine that we get in sometimes with that stuff. So I try to eat my points throughout the day pretty evenly. And that's just what works for me, but I know a lot of people like to eat really light and then save points for ice cream or wine or whatever at night, and that's just doesn't work for me. Okay, so it's dinner time, and I made the Thug Kitchen Quinoa Taco mix. So just made it, obviously it's like a big pan, It has, I don't want to say the exact recipe because it's not my recipe, but I mixed rice and quinoa. Their recipe just calls for quinoa, and I mixed that in there. Peppers, onions, jalapenos, spices, a can of beans, and I add a can of green chilies. The whole recipe, we end up splitting it into 4. So it's about 4 points for what I put in here. I put them on top of these Joseph's pitas. I can show you that. I used up the bag, but I like to show people, and that way they know what to look for. It's always in my deli section. So I have 2 of those. Each one is 1 point. So at this point, I'm at 6 points for my dinner. Underneath, I added 2 tablespoons of this Oasis zero fat black bean dip. It's just really good. Again, this is zero fat. This is like my theme for the day. But I just really like the taste of this stuff. And you can have 2 tablespoons for 0 points. These are the spices I put in. I put in paprika, oregano, chili powder, cumin. I don't know if that's helpful to anybody. I added a little bit of Ortega. You can kind of see that, but you can have 1 whole tablespoon of Ortega for 0 points, and I didn't even get that much. Yeah, so the total for this is 6 points, and then I'm actually going to have I just cut up some cantaloupe, and these strawberries I bought like 2 days ago or something, and they're already going, so we're going to try to eat some of this for dinner, but we won't eat all of it probably. So yeah, I'm at 25 points right now for dinner, and then I will usually have iced tea, which I'll show you later, and maybe a snack because I have to get a little closer to 30 points. Okay, so it is like 8:15, and I am going to have a little snack. This I've been having almost every day. I don't have a Trader Joe's by me, which makes me bummed that I didn't buy more of this, but I just brew this like when I made dinner 2 hours ago. And then I put it over ice. I add lemon. It's so good. It has licorice in it, so it has like the tiniest bit of sweetness to it, but it's just been my favorite, and I'll probably try to see if someone else can grab it for me. Maybe that lives near a Trader Joe's. And then I'm gonna have like a little more of an indulgent snack. This is by Hail Mary. These are so good, and I'm just gonna have 1 of these because they're quite sweet. And 1 of these is 5 points, which will put me at my full 30 points for the day. I forgot to mention all day that I drink a ton of water, not just tea, but I didn't mention that, but I drink water all throughout the day, and I think that really helps with your energy, obviously, but also with your hunger and all of that. So I had a lot of fun filming this, and I think I'll probably do some more eventually, maybe like once a month or something. But I hope this helps anybody who's looking for whole food ways to eat on Weight Watchers. I thought this would be helpful because I looked for this a lot when I first was starting Weight Watchers, and it's really hard to find people who aren't just eating like sugar-free, fat-free diet foods. Like, I'm just not interested in that. So I hope this was helpful, and I will talk to you later. All right, bye. Toby's ready for his nighttime treat too.